I got a new trimmer from Kemei with model number KM1579. I'll be unboxing the trimmer. Let's see what's inside. So it comes in this protective wrap, which I'm taking off, and everything written on the body of the box is going to be put down in the description below. 2 hours charging for 3 hours usage. That's cool. That's cool. And inside of the box we have the trimmer itself. I'll be taking out the trimmer and seeing what's remaining inside the box. We have our USB-C charging cable. We have our guard combs, which I'm definitely not going to use, but I love it inside of the box. We have our cleaning brush, and we have our manual. I'm not going to read that. We have our oil too, which I'm going to keep as a reserve for emergency, I guess. Let's go straight to the trimmer itself. It comes in this clean cover. I was a little bit worried because I couldn't find the blade cover. I'm a big fan of the blade cover, but it's not in this packaging. So I don't know why it's not in the packaging. It's really well. Let's go straight to the trimmer itself. As you can listen to that, the trimmer is pretty quiet, has a nice cutting blade. But immediately I was trying to test it on my skin, I realized that the blade was misaligned from the manufacturer, so it did give me a little nick on the skin. Here my only goal is to set the blade in place. Immediately I brought out the blade out of the trimmer, the sorry press spring went out of position. It took me little time to figure out how to put it because I was trying to be very cautious not to destroy the device. But I had an idea. I wanted to bring my previous trimmer and take out the blade, since the blade has alteration to it to make it crispy in a way. So I wanted to bring out the cutting blade and use for the new Kemei trimmer. I have no intention, honestly, to modify the blade in a way for now because I'm more keen on the noise. My previous trimmer, since it's altered, the noise is kind of different. It makes some kind of noise, but it gets the job done for lineup. So I was trying to make sure that this my new Kemei noise is to the max, to the minimum. It doesn't make that kind of rattling noise like my previous trimmer. So I was trying out to do that. The previous blade didn't work as I expected. Immediately I put it straight, I figured out that the blade was not moving. The trimmer was on, but the blade was not moving. So it was making sound, but it was not moving. And I saw that the cam of the previous trimmer wasn't the same thing as the cam, so the motor was not getting it right to move the blade, from converting from the rotational motion from the blade from the motor to a translational motion on the blade, so it wasn't cutting fine. Then I had to go back to the initial one that came with the trimmer. I opened the body and I really like how it is. It feels sturdy, feels premium. The design is sleek. It's sleek. Now my two major concern is the blade for lineup and for bulk, but now I'm testing it and this is fine. I said I wasn't going to make an alteration to the blade, but I guess I lied after using it today. It's great for bulk, has a nice crunching sound, but for lineup, absolutely sucks. So I'm going to make alteration to the blade. Let's see how it goes. The blade might not be the best blade in the market, but if it's positioned appropriately, it's going to cut fine, giving you a crispy lineup. So that's what I am intending to do. Let's go. Some of these blades don't have enough clearance to be able to zero gap it. So here I'm going to take a little piece off from the top cam, so I'll be able to push the blade forward and get it nicely zero gapped. This will help the blade cut more crispy than how it came from the manufacturer. Might be tricky, but it is worth it. This is how you. But before you do that, you have to align the blade and see where you need to cut off. Say I missed an alteration. Then I realized that this side, they are not the same. Here is shorter and here is longer, and affecting what I did here. So I have to pad where the cam is again. For this side I'm going to pad down, and for this side I'm going to pad the up, so it can actually stay due to this. And the only issue I have currently now is just the noise. The noise can be annoying, but it sounds better now. but along the line it's going to get annoying. I'm going to pad it and see how it goes. But now, yeah. Adjustments made. Did it become any better? Let's find out. Taking the blade off, take out the 2 screw, check for the moving blade, and I'm taking out the cam so I could be able to flip it over and get the adjustments on the way. Hitting the back part of the cam with the front part so I could be able to place it together with the other blade. I took out the 2 pieces of the cam and I was trying to adjust them. The first adjustment I made was good, but it was not that perfect. It was a little bit wobbling to the blade, but the annoying part was the sound. It made the sound so loud and it became terrible. It's wobbling, it's shaky. You can easily adjust it to be more zero gaps, but the sound was the only problem. Here is the sound from the first adjustment. This is the first adjustment to the cam. Pretty nice. And this is how it sounds like. It sounds so loud. This is the type of modification I do to all this type of blade. I've done it to at least 2, 3, and it makes the trimmer cut perfectly and very precise. But the only issue I had was this is too beautiful to be loud. So beautiful to be loud. Taking out the blade again so I could show you the final adjustments of the cam and how it fits. No more wobbling. It doesn't move, it stays proper and nicely zero gapped. Final adjustment to the cam by flipping it over, and here is what it sounds like. With the second adjustment by flipping the cam, now the trimmer sounds quiet like it looks. No unnecessary sound, quiet, zero gaps, not that perfect. Here are my final verdict. For the looks, design, build quality, I'll give it a 5 out of 5. It looks sleek and it is beautiful. For the RPM and the battery, I'll put everything down in the description, but the battery says on the box 120 minutes runtime, and I will say the RPM boasts of a 6000 RPM or 65 RPM. I'll be giving that a 3.5 out of 5. I'll give the blade a 3 out of 5. It has a nice crunching sound, but instantly it cannot be zero gapped. It is great with bulk, but for lineup, it's kind of tricky. With time, it's going to be adjusted properly. Overall, I'll be giving this trimmer a 3 out of 5. If you do like this video, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I will catch you in the next video. Peace.